All right, if you're new here, welcome. I'm John Ray, the elected project lead for NFTREASURE, and there are a lot of different ways to interact with this platform and be rewarded for your engagement. And in this video, I'm going to deep dive into all the juicy details about how you can capitalize on the NFTREASURE ecosystem. We're going to be unpacking a lot of information, but if you're just looking for the TLDR of what you need to do to start earning rewards, it's this. You mint one or multiple of our treasure key NFTs. You do that on the mint page, and there's only 12,000 keys available. Holding a treasure key is the thing that unlocks all of the rewards, benefits, and prizes that are available within NFTREASURE. NFTREASURE has two primary tokens that are used for gameplay, the Smarter token and the Treasure token. You'll need to get some of each of those tokens to get started, and we've got an entire video that goes through the DeFi game white paper. In this video, I'm going to explain where our DeFi yield comes from and why we've chosen a premium merchandising business as an input to keep those DeFi rewards self-sustaining. But I'll suggest that after you watch this video, you go through the entire white paper using one of the links under the Learn More tab on the website to really fine-tune your strategy for earning and maximizing your yield in our DeFi platform. Ultimately, NFTREASURE is an experiment in decentralized finance and Web3 commerce. We make no promise of profits or gains, and of course, you should enter cautiously and consider this an educational experience for entertainment purposes only. That being said, we have a very active community of seasoned crypto enthusiasts, and the NFTREASURE platform is a fantastic way to learn how to successfully navigate NFTs, DeFi, and really crypto as a whole. So to start that journey, once you've minted a treasure key, you can buy Smarter tokens and Treasure tokens using the links on our website, or earn those tokens for free using our Zeely educational missions. You'll find the Zeely campaign and all kinds of interesting information just by hovering over the top navigation links on the NFTREASURE homepage at nftreasure.com. And when you have your key and some Smarter and Treasure tokens, you're going to log into the DeFi game and activate your treasure key. Then you're going to click this unlock button to open your first treasure box. When you successfully open a treasure box, that's when you start earning treasure tokens in our ecosystem. You can see how much treasure you're earning per month at the top of the DeFi dashboard right here. And the amount of treasure tokens you earn is based on two things. Your treasure tier, which you can see here, of which there's 7 tiers that you can move through and that are available. And then the other thing that determines your treasure payout is your treasure key level, of which there are 150 potential levels that you can up level into. As the NFTREASURE ecosystem matures, we're going to be hiding prizes inside treasure boxes. Your odds of winning prizes like Trezor wallets, Xboxes, NFTs, event tickets, whatever our community decides they want to put in there, the odds of winning those prizes are going to go up the higher your treasure tier is. And so we'll unpack this in much more detail later on in this video, but the high level for earning rewards is this. You open treasure boxes to start earning treasure tokens. You burn Smarter tokens to upgrade your key level. And the higher your key level, the more treasure you earn. The higher your treasure tier, the more treasure you earn. So, there's only enough Smarter to up-level around 6,000 of the 12,000 treasure keys that are available. And once that Smarter is burned, it's gone forever. So that makes the Smarter token a highly deflationary token. Do with that information what you will, but higher key levels earn greater rewards. They earn bigger e-commerce discounts and larger merchandise commissions. So an optimal strategy would be to acquire enough Smarter to level up each of your keys. And to level up a key costs around 2 billion Smarter tokens. One caveat between, how you start earning treasure rewards is that each key level, or between each key level, so if I'm up leveling from key level 10 to key level 11, after each upgrade, there's going to be a cooldown timer. So you can't just buy your way to the top and be done with it. You're going to have to log in on a regular basis to the DeFi dashboard and incrementally upgrade your keys. This means that, upgraded keys have more utility and could potentially have more demand on the secondary market. So, we're theorizing here, but the community believes that if you have a key that's at level 150, it could likely fetch a larger, more attention and demand in a secondary market than a key that's at level 1, because obviously the earning potential of a higher level key is more. So all of this is by design, because it means that the most active users in the NFTREASURE ecosystem are rewarded the most. And it also gives the NFTREASURE platform, powerful daily user metrics that we can use to attract partnerships and prize sponsorships. The more people we have coming to the site and logging in each day, the better data we have for attracting high-profile partners. And if we can go to a new partner and say, we have thousands of users logging in daily, it's just more likely that we can close deals on fun prizes to then hide in our treasure boxes in the future. So in addition to opening treasure boxes, you can earn more passive rewards by staking tokens in the bonus pool. So the key rewards pool, which is what we've been talking about, that's where the key rewards come from. That's a more active engagement strategy for earning treasure, where the bonus pool is a little bit more passive and just requires you staking tokens. The fastest way to get started with NFTREASURE is simply by logging in each day and opening treasure boxes while upgrading your treasure key level. I guess a quick tip on opening treasure boxes is to pay attention to the probability rate each time that you attempt to open a new treasure tier. Not all open attempts are going to be EV positive, meaning sometimes the odds are not going to be in your favor. Sometimes they will be in your favor. You've got to look at that probability rate and decide which best matches your long-term strategy for earning treasure tokens and prizes. Because remember, if you don't successfully open a box, you had to burn treasure to open that box. So an unsuccessful open means that you burned treasure and no longer have it. And you have to burn more treasure to open another one. So just keep that in mind, that some boxes are EV positive and some boxes aren't. If you really want to unpack some of these strategies, I would suggest joining the NFTREASURE Discord to chat with other community members about how to optimize your strategy for earning more yield, or continue watching the rest of this video as we go into a deeper dive. But first, now that you kind of know what your day-to-day could look like to start earning rewards, you're going to mint a key, you're going to up-level it by burning smarter tokens, you're going to open treasure boxes by burning treasure tokens, and then that's going to earn you a regular yield of treasure. Well, let's take a step back and unpack exactly what NFTREASURE is, because you know how you're going to start earning some tokens, but why is that meaningful at all? Well, NFTREASURE, provides premium merchandise to NFT holders and crypto projects. We spent the last 18 months sourcing high-quality materials and print methods. This allows us to deliver premium gear with no minimum orders. And I guess we've taken it a step further by allowing anyone to mint their artwork or merch designs as NFTs and then immediately turn that art into merchandise that's ready to sell. We pay creators up to a 40% commission for trusting NFTREASURE to handle their merchandising needs, and commissions are paid out monthly. Whether you sell one product or 1,000 products, there's no minimum sales threshold required for you to claim your commissions each month. And unlike many projects who are simply, connecting their websites to these big box corporate printers like Printify or Printful, often skimping on quality, at NFTREASURE, we've partnered with true streetwear artisans who have worked in the industry printing and pressing their own garments, for decades. And every garment you receive from NFTREASURE was hand pressed and then verified on chain via our NFC woven labels. And one of our goals is to take the shop local movement, that you see in a lot of towns like Austin, Texas. Shop local is a big thing to empower artists in the town. And we want to take that ethos and movement and marry it with the ethos of Web3 by democratizing how projects are able to source merchandise and making innovative tech like NFC verification available to projects, of any size. You see the most blue chip projects like DGods and Invisible Friends, Pudgy Penguins, these projects are all utilizing NFC in an interesting way, but a lot of times smaller or medium-sized projects get priced out of using that type of technology, and NFTREASURE has made it so that even if you can only bring one product to market, we are going to make it so that you can provide a unique digital to physical experience for your community. When you work with NFTREASURE, you're really making a difference by sidestepping corporate monoliths and choosing to support Web3 artists and local artisans who are passionate about authentic expression and delivering the highest quality goods available. Plus, NFTREASURE allows creators and project leads to do some pretty interesting things with their NFC tech by offering the opportunity for, what we call post-sale experiences. So those experiences could be things like airdropping tokens and NFTs directly to your garment holders. So somebody buys your hoodie and then you want to give everybody that bought your hoodie an NFT. Well, we have a system through our app where you can easily airdrop that. We allow you to be able to open up a private line of dialogue with your VIP community via the NFTREASURE iPhone or Android app. And so somebody buys a hoodie, let's say 1,000 people buy your hoodie, and now through our app, you can send them private messages. And by the way, these messages have, an open rate of like 99% because it's still novel to get a message, delivered to your hoodie. And it's a channel that has no other noise on it. And so this can be a really powerful way for you to distribute information, rewards, alpha, etc., to the people who are engaging with your products. NFTREASURE also allows approved creators to create golden ticket raffles. This allows creators to easily reward VIPs with prizes and exclusive alpha. NFTREASURE also has a geo lasso tool for approved creators. The way that it works is that you can circle an entire event center anywhere on Google Maps, and then tell your community to show up to that event wearing their NFC connected gear. And when a community member scans their NFC chip in their apparel within that geo lasso, we can issue proof of attendance NFTs, prizes, exclusive content, and more. So the NFTREASURE community feels like this NFC tech paired with our artisan merchandisers, and our hand-pressed garments, this all creates a wildly valuable offering for nearly every project in crypto. And if you're wondering how this relates to treasure boxes and why should you as a degen or somebody who's searching out yield care about any of this, it's that, running in the background of all of this, premium merchandising enterprise is an intricate DeFi system that allows anyone who mints a treasure key NFT to compete for crypto yield and voting rights within the NFTREASURE platform. And this is a way to democratize our sales and marketing process, decentralizing how we continue to build and making sure that the best ideas always rise to the surface. If you've been in DeFi for a while, you recognize that most DeFi loops have to rely on Ponzi-nomics to support consistent yield, to the degens that are farming their tokens. And that's why they have to consistently keep inflating their ecosystems with more tokens, more NFTs, deeper levels of complexity. But with NFTREASURE, we use merchandise sales as an input for our DeFi reward system. We consider these rewards to be a marketing expense since incentivizing engagement brings more attention to the platform and generates more publicity for our merchandising business. If you're in our ecosystem every single day earning yield, you're more likely to go and share it with your friends, to shop in our store, and to talk about it in the other projects that you're a part of. And you as a degen seeking yield benefit, by being able to compete in what many in our community are calling one of the most promising play to earn ecosystems and DeFi games this crypto season. The more merch NFTREASURE sells, the more marketing dollars can flow into the DeFi loop to grow enthusiasm in the form of crypto yield and sponsored prizes, which treasure key holders gain access to. And rather than relying on, the conversion of users into the DeFi loop to grow yield, just constantly needing more and more users to bring more and more money, NFTREASURE can simply run ads into e-commerce products, scaling sales up and down as the ecosystem demands. And for every $100,000 in e-commerce sales that come into NFTREASURE, we're committed to using up to $40,000 of that to funnel and fuel the DeFi loop with marketing rewards. And key holders will be able to vote in a more granular detail how those funds are utilized as the ecosystem grows. So to put that into context, streetwear brands like the Hundreds do around $20 million a year in sales by providing premium merchandise, apparel, and gear to their community. That's $20 million a year. NFTREASURE has similar aspirations and has already proven that a community-governed and built project is a valuable way to grow a robust and engaged community. And we're just getting started. This thing is just launching. And to join us, all you need to do is mint a Treasure Key NFT, join the Discord, and you'll find in the Discord we have a very open and friendly community that's waiting to greet you and answer your questions. But if you're still with me, we've barely gotten into the two ecosystem tokens, Smarter and Treasure, and we have hardly scratched the surface on the way key holders earn commissions on their NFT designs and merchandise sales. Plus, I want to talk about the new utility that we're bringing to every single NFT in the Web3 space. No matter what NFT you hold, NFTREASURE has new utility available for that NFT. And we do that via something that we'll get into in a second called e-commerce arbitrage. We also, plan to tap into existing communities to offer new sources of revenue to those communities as we grow with them together. So in the rest of this video, I'm going to give you a complete guide to each of the most discussed strategies for engaging with NFTREASURE, just so you can know exactly how to explain it to your friends, what to do to get started to play DeFi on the Avalanche network, and how to apply an EV positive game plan, which just means a game plan that is weighted in your favor. So let's recap a bit before we do the full deep dive on kind of what we've talked about thus far in this video. So what is NFTREASURE? Well, at its core, NFTREASURE is a premium merchandising company. We work with your favorite NFT projects and creators to deliver NFC-connected merchandise that the communities that we work with love. These are things like high-quality hoodies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, stickers, canvases, and more. And you can order these products right now at NFTREASURE.com. You can engage with all of the designs and designers and creators that we have listed for sale there already. And whenever NFTREASURE sells merchandise, holders of the Treasure Key NFT earn crypto via our Treasure Box DeFi game and our merchandise commissions. NFTREASURE is democratizing how premium merchandise is created and distributed, and Treasure Key holders run the show by earning voting escrow tokens in the underlying DeFi game. So let's take each of those items one by one. We'll start with merchandising. We've covered it a little bit, but you may be asking, what does merchandising exactly mean? And merchandising is just the creation and promotion of physical products. We are great at sourcing physical products, no matter what the idea is. We have an early focus on streetwear, but we're also doing canvases and expanding our product line beyond that. And because of our manufacturing relationships that we've developed over the last 2 years, we can really take any physical product idea from concept to creation. And we have some unique ways to be able to fund those projects as well, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So you can think, streetwear and custom gear for crypto enthusiasts is really what we're starting with and the brand that we're building around NFTREASURE. And that's what NFTREASURE does as a business. You know, when a 10,000 piece NFT collection wants to give a hoodie away to everybody who mints their NFT or to reward their VIP hodlers, NFTREASURE steps in and handles the sourcing of the premium apparel and gear, the design of each garment, the custom packaging, and the fulfillment and shipping. And NFTREASURE is, you know, set up so that projects can get started without a single out-of-pocket expense. And this allows project leads to deliver high-quality merchandise without having to think about anything. You know, one of the most requested items that we see in crypto, NFT, and DeFi project roadmaps is merch. But projects are often unable to deliver on this request quickly or effectively because they don't know where to start. You know, most project leads are blockchain devs, not fashion experts. And when these projects do decide to create merch for their community, they end up going with some big box corporate printer that, you know, often has low quality fabrics and inks, itchy tags, poor fits, and, you know, sometimes horrendous shipping times. So, you know, you may have taken a risk in the past on a project and ordered gear from them. You know, you loved the project, but when you got the gear in the mail, you found out that the clothing was a terrible fit and almost unwearable. And of course, that's disappointing to say the least. And it hurts the brand of projects that are using down and dirty corporate solutions. And so NFTREASURE solves this by giving projects white glove service and access to our network of cut and sew apparel artisans. You know, if you're on a budget, our standard gear can be ordered with no minimum order size right off our website. And for those of you who are looking to raise money to do something a little bit more unique, NFTREASURE offers pre-order minting for projects to raise funds. So let's say you want to do a special cut and sew hoodie, a run of screen printed apparel, or even a custom NFC connected figurine or something. There may be a minimum order size from the manufacturer for something like that. Sometimes it's 1,000, sometimes it's 300 or more to produce a higher quality product like this. You know, sometimes the manufacturer might force you to have a $10,000 minimum retainer. With NFTREASURE, you can list your product idea in our marketplace to gauge community sentiment first. You know, the worst thing is if you end up producing a product and spending a bunch of money on it, and then your community doesn't actually want to buy it. So the way that pre-order minting works is you set a price and let your community pre-order the product. You set the minimum threshold for any number that you like. For example, let's say we need 300 orders to be able to hit the minimum manufacturing order requirement. So you'd set the pre-order mint at your ideal retail price and then share it with your community. And your community would purchase the mint. They basically get an NFT that represents the future product. And if you get 300 pre-orders within a specified time period, you now have the funds to go and have our team at NFTREASURE work with our manufacturing partners to produce a really high quality run of products. But if there isn't enough interest, you know, after your cutoff date, then the NFTREASURE smart contracts simply refund all of the pre-orders back to the wallets who participated. So this is an incredibly simple and effective way to crowdsource funding for physical products and you know, your merchandise ideas, while letting your community dictate retail pricing and what level of quality they actually want from a project. You know, we see a lot of projects that are trying to, you know, compete with what blue chip projects are doing. And so they release a $400 t-shirt, but it turns out that their community isn't that interested in something that's that high end. And so you want to have a premium product, but you want to make sure that it's a product market fit for your community. And NFTREASURE's pre-order minting allows you to figure out that equilibrium before you waste a bunch of money. You know, NFTREASURE standard hoodies, like the one that I'm wearing, are 330 grams per square meter. You can see how this hood is structured. Like a good hoodie has a structured hood because higher end fashion is about creating shape. It's about having a silhouette. And so having this hood that gives a little bit of depth to the shape that your silhouette has is really what you start to see when you get into higher quality garments. And, you know, even though we have found some really premium standard products that we have customized to fit the NFTREASURE brand. For projects that really want to wow their community, NFTREASURE offers private label solutions and custom cut and sew consulting. We want to make sure that each project is able to create the exact product experience they want for their community. Our standard products are above and beyond, anything that you're going to find in a big box printer. We have ordered hundreds and hundreds of garments to really figure out, okay, for the price point, what is the best that we can get and still offer a really premium experience while not having to charge $400 for a t-shirt. There are reasons to do that, and there's some really cool things we can do with oversized shirts and silhouettes. And if you want to go that route for high fashion, we've got some great cut and sew shops in LA that have done a lot of high end garments for various projects. But the standard NFTREASURE product is going to be sufficient for almost every single project out there to be able to offer something that's above and beyond what you would get from a big box printer. So if you're just a degen hunting yield, stick with me. Hopefully you're starting to piece together how the success of the merchandising business is directly relational, to the rewards that can be issued in the DeFi loop. Every time we partner with a new project, NFTREASURE massively increases its reach. Think about it. Each NFT collection tends to have 4,000 to 5,000 unique holders or more, and there are over 50,000 NFT projects currently listed for sale. And those kind of numbers open up NFTREASURE to a significant level of deal flow and the ability to exponentially grow, our community every time we provide a project with merch, because we're getting exposure to their community every time we deliver premium merchandise to them. And remember, the more merch we sell, the more rewards we're able to pay into the NFTREASURE DeFi loop as a marketing expense, since more degens interacting with our projects every single day allows us to further decentralize our sales process. Why does this kind of engagement marketing work? It's really the right incentives, right? Like good marketing is about good incentives, and it's all about incentivizing actions by creating unique mechanisms for unlocking our treasure token. As you know by now, treasure is the native token for NFTREASURE and the NFTREASURE ecosystem. It's how we compensate our community for spreading the word about our premium merchandise. When they share it with other crypto enthusiasts and share it with the projects that they love. Every time merchandise sells in the NFTREASURE ecosystem, 10 to 40% of that revenue is used as a marketing expense to buy back the treasure token from the public liquidity pool. So NFTREASURE as a marketing expense becomes a forced buyer of the treasure token. And these buybacks, of course, are spread out and random to avoid, front-running bots, but they're a way to honor you and the NFTREASURE community for consistently sharing and engaging with NFTREASURE and its products. By minting a treasure key NFT, you're able to start earning treasure tokens immediately. Simply mint a key, stake it in the Treasure Box DeFi dashboard, and use the treasure that comes with your key to open your first treasure box. That seems simple enough, but the thing is, the NFTREASURE team and community has really created a lot of layers of gamification so that treasure key holders can compete for rewards and distribution of the treasure token. This is a way to fairly distribute the treasure token and create fun incentives and gamification for promotion. Before we discuss the rest of that DeFi gamification, let's unpack one other big merchandising opportunity within NFTREASURE, because I want you to really understand how we're using merchandise to keep the DeFi e-commerce rewards sustainable. And of course, the fastest way to start earning, passive rewards today, the fastest way to earn rewards in the ecosystem is to mint your key and start opening treasure boxes. The fastest way to earn rewards from merchandising is to start uploading designs into our e-commerce creator tool. So, in addition to projects creating bulk merchandise orders for private label products, NFTREASURE has created a way for anyone to monetize their existing NFT portfolio using our product creator tool. And we've created a path for anyone with a little design sense to turn their creativity into currency. And this allows you to earn passive income from your existing NFT portfolio, which is what the NFTREASURE product creation tool is all about. Using this tool, you can turn any design you have into an NFT or sync any of your existing NFTs and then place them on premium merchandise like t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, hats, stickers, everything we've been talking about. You can use NFTREASURE's premium design templates to give your Square NFT more of a streetwear feel, or you can upload your own designs based on what you think will sell best in our public marketplace. So in this way, we're teaching crypto enthusiasts how to earn more off of one design than they could from an entire 10,000 piece collection. And here are just a few examples of what I'm talking about. These are designs that went viral and earned the creator, a mint. So this first one is the Coin Father, and the Coin Father is a design that's done an estimated of $1 million in sales since it went live. If I was going to create a joke about it, you could say that they created an offer that was too good to refuse. Pardon me for that. This simple design works because of its humor, authority, simplicity. It taps into something that you can immediately nod your head to. It's one design, nearly $1 million into sales. Or let's look at this FTX risk management design. You may have seen this flying around the internet. This had an estimated sales volume of $250,000 to $500,000 in sales. A simple design can skyrocket you in sales if it catches the attention of the right audience or community, and pair that viral traction with the premium quality products that NFTREASURE is known for in the space, and you'll be able to charge a premium for products you create with just a couple of clicks. When you mint your treasure key, you'll immediately receive 10% affiliate commissions from any NFT designs in your wallet that sells on merchandise. But using the DeFi game mechanics that we've been talking about, you can grow your commissions up to 40% by leveling up your treasure key. And as we briefly covered, that's where the gamification really begins. Remember, there are 3 primary tokens in the NFTREASURE ecosystem. The treasure key NFT, that's what unlocks the DeFi game mechanics. And then we have 2 ERC20 tokens, the Smarter token and the Treasure token. And this is where the competition for rewards and your earning potential comes into play. NFTREASURE's tokenomics are not only built for sustainability, but they've been specifically created to foster one of the hardest things for brands to build, which is an engaged community that stays together for an extended period of time. Take a look at the distribution curve on the Treasure token. It's designed to release in such a way that rewards grow exponentially as they distribute over time. But wait, I hear people saying, doesn't that dilute the token supply? Well, that's where the mechanisms within the NFTREASURE DeFi game dashboard become incredibly important. NFTREASURE has built in certain braking mechanisms so that players seeking short-term gains get locked out of this exponential rewards curve. The NFTREASURE tokenomics do this by making rewards directly relational to something called key levels, which we briefly discussed within the DeFi game. Key levels are paired with a series of time locks that require players to upgrade levels over time rather than all at once by consistently burning Smarter tokens. These braking mechanisms give the greatest reward value to actions within the ecosystem that help maintain long-term sustainability. So that's a mouthful. I told you this was going to be, a master guide, and we're really starting to get deep now. But it's simpler than it sounds at first. Let's recap of it on what we've already covered, and then we can dive a little bit deeper so that you can continue to go down the rabbit hole and figure out how to maximize optimal gameplay. So each treasure key has a key level from 1 to 150. The treasure key artwork upgrades with each key level. So as you move up in keys, you're going to get different artwork for each key level. And each of those key levels showcases a depiction of the hard knocks lessons that every degen must learn as they make their way to becoming a crypto success story. So if you've been in crypto for any period of time, you know that there are some things that you just learn the hard way, and then that becomes a badge of honor. And the artwork in the keys as you move from level 1 to level 150 represents this hero's journey of the degen. Key 1 through 10 showcases that hard life on the degen streets, still trying to hustle and figure out what's what. And then as you progress into higher key levels, you'll notice that, your environment changes. You're able to afford more luxuries, and you're starting to get the hang of the whole crypto thing. And by the time you reach key level 150, you're a full-blown techno-optimist. You've got a deep understanding of markets, economies, value creation, and a willingness to give back and teach others what you've learned. That's the reformed degen, and that's the degen hero's journey that our community is on. So, how do you get started on your own degen journey? Well, you mint a treasure key NFT and start up-leveling them by burning smarter tokens. You can buy smarter tokens from the Trader Joe liquidity pool or by using NFTREASURE's community-built OTC platform. Each key level upgrade costs more and more smarter, and as you progress into higher levels, obviously it's going to cost you more smarter tokens. It costs around 2 billion smarter tokens to fully up-level your key, so just lock that number away based on the number of keys that you have. And every time a key is leveled up, all of that smarter is burned forever. That means that the smarter supply will become hyper deflationary as more and more players enter the game, creating a scenario where there's less supply but more demand. And as you move into higher key levels, you'll unlock more treasure token yield, more prizes, and additional rewards. You begin earning treasure tokens based on your treasure key level and by successfully opening treasure boxes. But what you quickly learn once you're loaded into the DeFi dashboard is that not all treasure boxes open every time. NFTREASURE uses Chainlink's VRF random number generator to calculate whether or not a treasure box opens based on a handful of variables that are outlined in our white paper. Those things include the amount of time that you've been staking treasure, or your VE treasure balance, and we'll cover that a little bit later in this video. Okay, so let's go deeper. So each treasure box has a treasure tier numbered 1 to 7. Bear with me, it's going to get easier as you engage with the platform, and the rewards and satisfaction of being able to explain how this all works are going to be worth it, I promise. As you start to play, you're going to find that most of what I'm talking about is just intuitive, and gameplay is going to become second nature for you. But we need to go through all of the optimal gameplay actions so that you can be most successful in the ecosystem. So to attempt to open a treasure box, you've got to burn a handful of your treasure tokens. You'll be shown how much to burn beforehand, and you can decide if you wish to move forward or if you want to cancel out of the transaction. When you open your first treasure box, it's going to open to tier 1 and start earning you treasure tokens for 7 days. The amount you earn is relational to your current key level. And after 7 days, treasure tier 1 is going to stop earning treasure if you don't open another treasure box successfully. As you consistently open treasure boxes, you move your treasure key up the treasure tiers, which allows you to earn more treasure and makes it easier to earn prizes. You earn the most treasure per day when you're on treasure tier 7. However, at these higher levels, if you're on treasure tier 7, since that's the highest treasure tier, the rewards at that level are only going to last for 24 hours before falling back down to treasure tier 6. So the higher the treasure tier, the shorter period of time you'll stay there earning at that tier, because higher tiers pay out more treasure. That means that to maintain your treasure tier, you've got to log into the platform before it drops down to a 0 count. And as you attempt to open treasure boxes, it may not always be profitable to make the open attempt. Before you open, be sure to look at your open probability rate. This rate showcases your odds of successfully opening a treasure box, and you can improve your odds by staking treasure in the bonus rewards pool and claiming VE treasure tokens. If your treasure box doesn't open, you're going to have to burn more treasure to try again. And the countdown timer next to the treasure box dashboard shows you how long you have to earn rewards at that level until you have to open another box. If the countdown timer hits 0, as I mentioned, then you're going to fall down one treasure tier and you'll earn less treasure tokens at that tier. And ultimately, if you don't open another treasure box consistently, you'll fall all the way back to treasure tier 0 where you're earning no treasure. So that means that consistent engagement is required to maximize your rewards. And this is by design to make sure that NFTREASURE and the NFTREASURE ecosystem doesn't suffer inflation to players who are no longer active. And as I mentioned earlier, it also allows us to generate more funds from sponsorships, because when we can showcase that thousands of wallets are logging in daily or weekly, that's a number that's meaningful to sponsors. You know, perhaps an NFT project wants to release a limited edition hoodie. Well, NFTREASURE can charge a marketing fee and in exchange hide a handful of hoodies or NFTs inside treasure boxes for our treasure key holders to unlock as a way to raise awareness about that new merch drop. And this means that NFTREASURE has one of the most unique prize pools in crypto. You know, as you're opening treasure boxes and earning treasure tokens, the NFTREASURE team and its partners will periodically hide unique prizes to be awarded randomly via Chainlink VRF's random number generator. NFTREASURE is going to announce in Discord every time a new prize season goes live, and when a prize season is happening, opening treasure boxes will have added benefits in that each open attempt could result not only in earning treasure tokens, but also in winning prizes. You know, things like Trezor wallets, Xboxes, premium merch, NFTs, meme coins, and more. You know, these prizes are going to be represented as NFTs, and then those NFTs can be sold or traded on the secondary market, you know, or redeemed in the e-commerce store to have the physical prize delivered to you. So if you open a treasure box and you get an NFT that says, hey, you just won an Xbox, and you already have an Xbox, you can still list that Xbox NFT on the secondary marketplace, and somebody else could purchase that and redeem it for the Xbox. So there'll be an interesting secondary market for those prizes as well. And I think that's going to be something that sponsors are also going to think is unique and worth them spending the money on a sponsorship. So take a look at the NFTREASURE white paper for a full breakdown of when there's a prize season and how those rewards and prizes are issued. But let's continue exploring how to earn rewards within the NFTREASURE DeFi loop. You know, in the DeFi dashboard, you have two rewards pools that your treasure key unlocks: the key rewards pool and the bonus pool. The key rewards pool is a limited edition pool of newly minted treasure tokens. This is where prizes can be hidden and key rewards and tokens that come from opening treasure boxes are issued here. That's what we've been discussing. So the key rewards pool only has 225 million treasure tokens that will ever be emitted there. Early key holders are going to have the greatest advantage for earning from the key rewards pool. So that's another incentive for minting a key early. Once this treasure has all been claimed, the key rewards pool will cease to exist, and all treasure rewards will flow through the second rewards pool, which is available to treasure key NFT holders. We call that the bonus pool. So these two pools will run in tandem for a temporary season. Then once we hit the supply cap for the key rewards pool, that will fall off. You'll still be able to uplevel your key. There just won't be key rewards there anymore. And the bonus pool will become the primary rewards pool. So the bonus pool lasts for the duration of the NFTREASURE project. You know, as long as the project's still here, that rewards pool is going to keep going, and it will become the primary source of treasure rewards in the future. So what is that going to look like? Well, just like the key rewards pool, early treasure key holders are going to be able to claim up to 79 million newly minted treasure tokens from the bonus pool. Once those 79 million treasure tokens are distributed and we hit a supply cap, the bonus pool will then be wholly funded by e-commerce sales revenue. Remember, The NFTREASURE merchandising business gains a lot of attention and publicity from having a large, enthusiastic community of key holders, degens, and designers. In essence, we're paying yield for the culture. That's why NFTREASURE takes 10 to 40% of e-commerce sales revenue and uses it to buy back treasure tokens from the open market to reward key holders. We do this as a marketing expense, and that marketing expense becomes a forced buyer of treasure tokens. These buybacks create project hype and publicity that in turn drives more merchandise sales. And these e-commerce revenue buybacks, will begin once the bonus pool's early supply allocation has been fully distributed. That gives the NFTREASURE protocol a little bit of time to ramp up e-commerce sales volume. And then the NFTREASURE DeFi loop becomes a flywheel that bootstraps daily attention, attracts new partnerships, and fairly rewards our community who is helping grow the ecosystem. Just like the degens journey that key holders go through as they uplevel their keys, the bonus pool offers smart players the opportunity to earn even more rewards by really learning about all the mechanisms available in decentralized finance. So let's add yet another new level of detail to highlight how you can earn even more treasure within NFTREASURE. And if this is feeling overwhelming at all, go into the Discord, start asking questions. You can pause this video at any time and return to it. You may have to watch it a couple of times, but the people who really understand everything mentioned in this video, this is the master gameplay guide, are going to be most successful in the NFTREASURE ecosystem. So the bonus pool is actually split into 4 different rewards levers. Those 4 levers are cumulative key level, Smarter AVAX LP token staking, Treasure AVAX LP token staking, and staking of the treasure token to earn VE treasure. So let's look at the first one, which carries over from the key rewards pool. It's the cumulative key level of all the keys in your wallet. So let me say that in a different way. You're going to earn more treasure tokens by minting and upleveling multiple keys. Let's say you have 10 treasure keys, all at key level 10. Your cumulative key level would be 100. That's 10 keys multiplied by 10 key levels. You earn from the cumulative key level lever in the bonus pools based on the percentage of all key levels in the ecosystem you own. So bonus pool rewards are delivered on an escalating schedule of tokens. That schedule grows every single day until the bonus pool supply cap is reached. So the amount of tokens distributed into the bonus pool, as we saw in the distribution curve, gets larger every single day. And so if there are 10 players staked in the bonus pool with a total cumulative key level of 1,000 levels, and your cumulative key level is 100, that means that you'll be earning 10% of the daily bonus pool rewards that are allocated to the cumulative key level lever. I know, math is hard. It's a tongue twister. It's not always easy for me either, but you can keep track of this percentage in the bonus pool dashboard. So I'm explaining all of the underlying theoretics, but looking at this dashboard is just going to give you that data so that you don't have to crinkle your brain too much. And the key thing to remember is that more keys equal more opportunities to earn treasure. So let us know in Discord how many keys you plan to mint now that you know that information, and I'll get into the other 3 rewards levers that require you to stake tokens and add liquidity to one of NFTREASURE's 2 liquidity pools. So we're getting into even more advanced DeFi concepts. Again, part of NFTREASURE is this educational journey teaching you how to navigate successfully through decentralized finance. And if you can successfully navigate DeFi and NFTREASURE, you can navigate it anywhere. But NFTREASURE, of course, by design has fostered a very welcoming and helpful community. We're ready to help you understand how to successfully navigate this. And there's no such thing as a stupid question, except when you don't ask the question. If a question goes unasked, then that's stupid. So feel free to reach out in Discord, ask any questions that you have. We'll help you unpack it and make sure that you understand it. We've already covered the simple path to earning rewards. You could just do that. You up-level your treasure key and open treasure boxes. That's going to start earning you rewards. But with a little work, just to get through the early learning curve, you'll be able to maximize your rewards in NFTREASURE, and you'll feel really good about yourself for really actually understanding how NFTs, DeFi, and crypto work. You're going to become more capable of engaging successfully with other DeFi platforms in the future if you can master this gameplay. Part of the beauty of joining the NFTREASURE community is being able to learn from a group of passionate crypto enthusiasts who've already made it, all of the early mistakes that you can make. Trust me, we've made a lot of mistakes, and we're ready to share that hard-fought knowledge with you in the Discord to make sure that you don't have to go through those gut-wrenching losses that we had to go through to learn in those early days of crypto. You can max out your bonus pool rewards by adding liquidity to the Treasure AVAX LP pool. You can also add liquidity to the Smarter AVAX LP pool, or you can stake your treasure tokens. Those are the other three levers in the bonus pool, in addition to your cumulative key level. Unlike many LPs and tokens that have zero or very little utility, NFTREASURE incentivizes growing TVL, basically adding liquidity to those pools for both the Smarter and Treasure tokens. And this incentive structure is designed to deepen liquidity, which has many long-term benefits for token holders. And since we have separate videos in the knowledge base on how to add liquidity and stake your LP tokens in the bonus pool to earn more treasure, I'll just say that those are two great strategies for increasing the amount of passive treasure yield that you earn from the bonus pool. You basically add AVAX and Smarter, or AVAX and Treasure, into the liquidity pool. That's going to give you a JLP token, and then you stake that in the bonus pool dashboard. That's going to start earning you yield from those two liquidity pool levers in the bonus pool. I'm going to focus on the final fourth lever. If you want to add liquidity, you can see those other standout videos. The final and fourth lever is staking your treasure tokens to earn VE treasure. So as you upgrade your keys and earn treasure, you'll be able to claim those tokens either in the key rewards or bonus pool dashboards. You can also purchase treasure tokens from Trader Joe using the provided links on the website. Once you've claimed these treasure tokens to your wallet, you can then stake them into the bonus pool and start earning voting escrow, or what in NFTREASURE we call VE treasure. So VE treasure is a token that can't be traded or sold. It's a way to grow your governance or decision-making power within the NFTREASURE ecosystem. So when there's something that we want to vote on, like what kind of prizes, or what the weights of token distribution in the bonus pool are, these are things that you're going to want to have VE treasure power to vote, because the more VE treasure you have and the higher key level you have, the more your vote's going to be worth. VE treasure also increases the probability that treasure boxes are going to open successfully. So the longer that you've staked treasure, the more that your VE probability goes up. So when you're trying to open a box on key level 1 before you have any VE treasure, and you're trying to go to treasure tier 7, well, it's going to be something like 17.5% probability to open. So it's probably not a very profitable thing to do, because you're going to be wasting treasure trying to open that. EV positive would be a probability of 51% or more. And so the more treasure, the longer that you have your treasure staked, the higher VE probability you get. And you can get to a place over time where every single treasure box has a 90% open rate. That makes playing the treasure box game wildly more interesting. And it gives you more access to both earning treasure and winning prizes. The NFTREASURE project is a community-governed project, and from its inception, there have been over 220 community votes on everything from the project name, the logo, the project lead, launch dates, website design, and more. And holding VE treasure with your treasure key allows you to create proposals for the community to vote on. These could be things like having the treasury hold certain tokens or meme coins it receives from product sales, because we accept crypto payment. And so do we settle that immediately into USDC, or do we partner with the meme coin community and say, hey, people who pay for your product with your meme coin, we're going to hodl that for X amount of time. That could be a proposal that if you have VE Treasure, you could put up and have the community vote on. Or maybe you're interested in partnering with a new project. Maybe you have a new project and you want to propose that the NF Treasure community supports that project. The more VE Treasure you have, the more your vote is going to be weighted on those proposals. As the NF Treasure brand grows and evolves, it will be the VE Treasure holders who shape the future of the ecosystem. The NF Treasure community will also vote periodically on the distribution weight for each of the rewards levers that I've just covered, meaning that in the future, it could be that cumulative key level rewards may earn more than staking your LP tokens or vice versa. It's going to be up to the community to decide, but healthy tokenomics would mean more favorably incentivizing the levers that are most useful to the protocol at any given time. The more VE Treasure you earn by staking your treasure tokens, the more your vote is going to be worth. And as we mentioned, maybe an even more enticing thing for degens is that the longer you stake your treasure, the easier it is for you to open treasure boxes in those higher tiers. That's, again, because the odds of successfully opening a treasure box increase over time as you stake your treasure tokens. And, at your max VE Treasure probability rate, that box is going to open 90% of the time, regardless of which treasure tier you're on. This, of course, leads to more treasure tokens and being at better odds for winning prizes that are hidden in those higher tier boxes. Plus, those who have staked a lot of treasure for a long period of time will hold much more governance power than people who are consistently selling or swapping their treasure for native tokens. And each player has to decide what their personal gameplay strategy will be and whether they're playing for short-term prizes or long-term glory. One caveat to staking your treasure is that your VE Treasure is directly relational to the amount you have staked and the length of time it's been staked. If you ever decide to unstake your treasure, even one treasure token, your VE Treasure balance and all of your voting power is going to drop to zero immediately. So choose wisely how much you allocate to earning voting escrow and when you decide to unstake, if you ever decide to. And just to make sure it's clear, let me say that again. If you unstake even one treasure token, your entire VE Treasure value will drop to zero. It's this VE Treasure lever that allows NF Treasure to attract an engaged and long-term community of visionaries. This type of collective vision is what separates flash-in-the-pan projects from industry-changing protocols. So let's look again at the token treasure distribution schedule. Short-term thinkers may try to unstake and sell all their treasure tokens early. You can see that maybe I want to sell here on the chart. But by doing so, I would lose all of my VE Treasure voting escrow, and my bonus pool rewards are heavily skewed towards that metric. So if a player sells here, they're really missing out on the exponential growth of rewards that come from playing optimally for an extended period of time. Remember, streetwear brands like the Hundreds are doing $20 million a year in e-commerce sales, but to build that kind of brand and sales volume, NF Treasure has to have an active and engaged community willing to champion a long-term vision. And NF Treasure's DeFi rewards are specifically designed to grow a decentralized sales force doing just that. The treasure tokenomics are designed to empower long-term thinking and community building, to create a place where creatives and degens can call home and create the space required to amplify e-commerce sales month over month. As the NF Treasure brand grows in relevancy and its merchandising services become the standard for DeFi and NFT projects looking to offer quality gear and limited edition NFC verified collections to their communities, it's going to be those holding the most treasure and, more importantly, VE Treasure who ultimately benefit the most from the ecosystem. Of course, there's other strategies as well. Some are going to choose to just buy and hold Smarter and Treasure tokens to swing trade them as demand rises. Others are simply, going to up-level their keys to unlock greater e-commerce commissions and discounts. And maybe if you up-level a bunch of those to 150, there ends up being secondary demand on a secondary marketplace for those. Of course, this is all theoretical. crypto is entertainment. NFTREASURE is just an exploration of educational and entertainment ideas. So there's zero promise here of profits or long-term gains. You're engaging with a decentralized protocol in its most experimental and risky stage of growth. Be sure to never risk more than you're willing to lose as part of your crypto education in this platform or any platform. And all that said, have fun with it, right? And in the spirit of fun, let's discuss one final strategy for earning within the NFTREASURE ecosystem. It's called e-commerce arbitrage, and it's a unique feature to NFTREASURE. It's my favorite one, and I think it's going to be the one that has the most wow potential if we can drive the right level of volume. So, as we mentioned earlier, anyone can upload their artwork and designs, mint them into an NFT, and create premium merchandise featuring those designs. But the commissions you'll earn on each product sale are relational to your treasure key level. You can see the full key level commission structure in our white paper, but keys at level 1 through 10 are going to earn 10% commissions for each product sold. That means that for every $79 hoodie that sells with one of your designs on it, you'll earn $7.90 if you're at key level 1. However, keys with a level of 140 to 150 are going to earn a 40% commission on that same hoodie, meaning that they're going to get a $31 commission payout per hoodie. That's where the e-commerce arbitrage comes in. So our NFT marketplace is full of brilliant designs from our community of designers. We've already covered the type of designs that have the potential to go viral, and those designs have produced hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales each. But what if you're not a designer? Well, anyone with a discerning eye for what might sell or be marketable, all it takes is a smart marketer who knows how to drive traffic. You're going to be able to buy pre-existing designs off the NFTREASURE marketplace, and each NFT listed on the NFTREASURE marketplace has an ecom value indicator attached to it. This ecom value showcases how many product sales that particular design has produced over the last 7 days, 30 days, and 90 days. Can you see why having that information might be valuable to you as an NFT speculator? If I have a treasure key that's at a key level 150, then I have a larger incentive to go shopping for NFTs with high ecom values. For instance, if a design shows a 30-day ecom value of $2,000 and I have a key level of 150, that means that had I owned that NFT for the last 30 days, I would have made $800 in commissions. Now, I can look at the 90-day ecom value and see that over the last 3 months, that same design did $4,000 in sales. And in the last 7 days, it did $1,500 in sales. So what can I do with those numbers? Well, let's take a look. If this design's produced $4,000 in sales over the last 90 days, but $2,000 of that was in the last 30 days, and $1,500 of that was in the last 7 days, that would indicate that product sales for this design are on the rise. At a key level of 150, had I owned this design for the past 90 days, I would have made a $1,600 commission. Can you see how having the ecom value indicator allows you to find unique designs and opportunities for passive income? If I can purchase a design and make $400 a month in commissions just by holding that NFT, what does that make the NFT design worth? Would it be $400, $800, $1,600? That's the new utility NFTREASURE brings to the NFT market by giving all NFT artwork an ecom value. We're incentivizing a partnership between creative designers and discerning degens. And part of the fun of joining the NFTREASURE community will be in watching the speculation on these designs to see how the market values them. Is somebody going to create the next Coinfather shirt that does $1 million in sales? At key level 150, that'd be a $400,000 commission. But here's the best part. As degens engage in e-commerce arbitrage, the NFTREASURE team hypothesizes that this will create increased NFT sales, and 2.5% of those sales go into a marketing fund where NFTREASURE's e-commerce advertising team, and they're awesome, are going to use that to promote the ecosystem and the most popular organic products each month. You see, in traditional print-on-demand businesses, the ones that, are doing millions of dollars in sales each year, the most expensive part of the business is finding artwork and designs that will actually convert into sales. You pay a designer to create 200 designs and maybe, only 3 of them take off. Those 3 designs may be wildly profitable, and maybe they cover the expense of creating the other 197 designs, but there's still a great deal of market inefficiency in determining which designs will be profitable because you have to spend all of that advertising money on the 197 that didn't work. NFTREASURE crowdsources this problem while rewarding its most innovative designers. The NFTREASURE e-commerce team is made up of experts that are, constantly analyzing product analytics. And when someone in the community creates a merch design that starts to sell well organically, meaning no paid ads, it's just starting to pick up in sales, the e-commerce team is going to see that reflected on the back-end analytics. And this organic traction shows the NFTREASURE team that this is a product that will convert into sales. That means that instead of wasting the NFTREASURE advertising budget on those 197 designs that never end up converting, we can focus all of our ad spend on products we already know have a high probability of converting into sales. The NFTREASURE community wins because the protocol is utilizing its ad spend more efficiently. And in that efficient ad spend, they're attracting more attention to the platform, where the designer who created the design benefits by getting a massive boost in traffic and attention to their products. So to recap, if you buy or create a design that starts to get a lot of organic traction, the NFTREASURE team is going to pour fuel on that fire and drive even more traffic into the design by running paid ads into its associated products. It isn't going to take more than a handful of designs going viral like this for the power within this kind of design crowdsourcing to be truly revealed. And then what happens? As more and more attention and traffic goes into the e-commerce store and more merchandise is sold, NFTREASURE does more and more buybacks of the treasure token as a marketing expense to reward the community who's helping drive all of those sales. That's how NFTREASURE creates a self-sustaining DeFi system. You'll recall from the beginning of this video that most DeFi ecosystems fail because they require Ponzi-nomics to survive. They must continue to attract new entrants en masse or continually create new NFTs and tokens, or their DeFi rewards aren't going to be sustainable, and ultimately the project and community dies. With NFTREASURE, community rewards are the direct result of NFTREASURE spending a portion of its merchandise and marketplace revenue on treasure buybacks as a way to reward the community who acts as its top designers, salespeople, marketers, and project enthusiasts. NFTREASURE is the ultimate e-commerce reward system. It's an actual business with real products it can sell. It doesn't have to rely on Ponzi-nomics. It only needs a handful of products and projects to take off every quarter. And it can rely on clever advertising to drive product sales. But it still gets to benefit from the innovative bootstrapping mechanisms that crypto offers projects, while it creates a sustainable reward system for its community. So that's the nitty-gritty detail and ecosystem breakdown. By making it this far into the video, you're set up to be infinitely more successful in the NFTREASURE ecosystem than others who dropped off earlier. And I'm going to give you a coupon code for that. You should be rewarded for paying attention. And so there's a 30% discount for you on your first merchandise purchase. Use the coupon code MASTERGUIDE when you check out on the website. To get involved in the NFTREASURE DeFi system and join our club of reformed degens, all you have to do is mint a treasure key NFT. But there's only 12,000 keys available, so be sure to reserve your spot today. Join our Discord and get on our email list to make sure you have the latest updates on partnerships, prizes, and merchandise that's going viral. You can also find the latest prizes available each season listed in the NFTREASURE white paper under Prize Parlor. What do you think about the NFTREASURE ecosystem? Let us know on Twitter. NFTREASURE is basically a crypto business in a box. Merch commissions, e-commerce arbitrage, DeFi rewards. Treasure key NFT holders get to capture the value of the associated ecosystem by competing for rewards that are paid out by the platform to our community as a marketing expense. With your treasure key, you can create and speculate on profitable designs in the NFT marketplace, turn your artwork or NFT portfolio into custom merchandise, earn commissions anytime a product with your design sells, and grow your rewards as more and more merchandise sells in the NFTREASURE e-commerce store. E-commerce is an $8 billion industry expected to exceed $50 billion by 2031. That's more than a 6x in expected sales volume. NFTREASURE is positioned to ride that wave by offering premium design, merchandising, and fulfillment services to every crypto, DeFi, and NFT project in their loyal communities, not to mention all of the cool stuff that we're doing with digital to physical experiences using NFC technology. If you're looking to join an innovative group of techno-optimist degens combining blockchain with print-on-demand merchandising, then mint a treasure key and pick up some Smarter and Treasure tokens. We'll see you in the Discord. Welcome home, degen.